Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing a non-beauty favorites today, which I'm really excited about because I've never done a non-beauty favorites and I really like watching them because sometimes it's really nice to just kind of get a break from beauty and fashion stuff. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with today is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I call her Liz because we're like tight. We're not really tight, but I wish we were. I read Eat, Pray, Love and loved it. Everyone loved Eat, Pray, Love. It's a good one. So if you haven't read Eat, Pray, Love, you should probably go read it. But when I found out that Liz Gilbert came out with something like this, I was so stoked and I ran to get it. First of all, just look at this beautiful book. This book is fantastic for anybody who does anything creative for a living or anybody who wants to do something creative for a living. So if you're a writer or an artist or you want to start a YouTube channel or anything like that, if you're a blogger, this is a great book for you because it's so inspiring and pushes you. It's hard sometimes to try to do something creative for a living because there's struggles and there's different things that you go through as a creative person, because sometimes it's hard to make money doing the thing that you love and doing the thing that you love creating. So she kind of goes through the struggle of that and how to overcome it, and it's just such a fantastic book and it's so inspiring and it makes you just like want to get out there and do all the creative things that you've ever thought of in your mind. And it talks about ideas and how some ideas are for you and sometimes they're not, and she talks about ideas almost as an energy, and if you don't like step up and start working on that idea, then it will kind of just like flutter away from you and find another person, and that person will come up with the idea. That's why you always have that thought of like, oh my god, I totally had that idea. Well, that idea left you because you didn't do anything, it went to somebody else. So it's just such a fantastic book and it just gives me chills even thinking about it because I just really enjoyed it. I read it and then I also listened to it on audio because she is the one that reads it on audio, so there's like just a totally different feeling because you can hear her and she talks about it, and it's just really cool if you read it or you listen to it on audio. I think if you listen to it on audio, it's only like a 4-hour listen, so it's just like super easy and just so great. So I highly recommend this. I did a post on my Instagram back in November when I read this, and I just wrote recommend as the caption. So I wanted to mention this because I wanted to go a little further into why I recommend it. So it's a good one, guys. The next thing I want to talk about is Lola, which I'm super excited to be working with Lola because they sent me a few boxes to try and I'm super pleased with this and I'm really excited about the idea. I think it's really unique and different. It is a subscription tampon company, so they send tampons to your door. So I know for me, this happens all the time, and I'm sure this happens for you guys, is you will be going to the bathroom, you'll start your period and you won't have anything to use. With this, you know you'll always have tampons around and they're delivered to your door. And the cool thing about it is that they're customizable. So you can choose if you want small, you can have a mix of everything. You can do small, medium, or regular, and then super. The subscription is super flexible, so you can skip, change, or cancel it at any time. And the best thing about it is that the FDA doesn't require tampon companies to disclose the list of ingredients in their tampons. So usually there's cleansing agents, fragrances, or dyes, but Lola does 100% cotton tampons, and it also comes with a BPA-free plastic applicator, so it's really good to kind of know what you're putting up in the vagine. I asked Lola for a promo code for you guys, so if you go to mylola.com and you use Carrie as the promo code when you subscribe, you get 60% off your first order. So I'll put everything in the description box for you, and if you want to go check it out, it'll be down there. The next thing that I want to talk about is food. I have been obsessed with this Mediterranean salad situation called Lola, and I went to Trader Joe's, I'm obsessed with garbanzo / chickpeas, however you say it. So I saw at Trader Joe's they had this little carton of garbanzo with black beans and onion and tomato, and I was like, I have to try this, and I absolutely loved it. So I tried recreating it. I've made it probably about 3 times now, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you saw me making it. I made it last night. and it's my favorite thing to make and just keep in huge batches and just kind of have it throughout the week, because it gets better and better throughout the week because all the juices kind of soak in with everything, and it's just so good. So I'm gonna grab it really quick. It may not look that pretty on camera, but I'm just gonna grab it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. BRB. Here is my Lola. It may not look that delicious, but the green in there is a mix of parsley, mint, and jalapeno. I'm not gonna go into all the details of how to make this right now, but I am blogging, and so I'm going to do a blog post on this. So in the description box, I will link the directions on how to make this, the recipe. And if you guys do recreate it, make sure you guys send me a picture on Instagram or Twitter, because I get really excited when you guys recreate any of the recipes that I do. So I will put the links to my social media and the links to the blog post of how to make this in the description box. The next thing that I want to talk about is a show I have been obsessed with, and literally the only thing that I'm watching right now, and it's on HBO, and it's Girls. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's so good and so funny and just so raw and so real. If you are under the age of 18, you possibly might not want to watch this, or you might want to talk to your parents or something like that, because it does get a little bit there's a lot of like sex in there and a lot of naked bodies, but I mean, we're all human, we all do it. But it's a great show for, I don't know, anyone in their 20s and 30s and beyond, because it just like kind of goes through what, you know, girls in the world deal with, and it's just very raw and real. And I love the fact that there's so many different stories between all the characters and how they connect and how they just kind of interact with each other, and I just love how real and raw it is. That's my favorite thing about it. And yeah, so check out Girls if you want to binge on anything, because you can totally binge. I think they're on like season 5 now. I'm totally caught up, so I'm not binging anymore, but that binge was a great binge. My last non-beauty favorite is Instagram, and this is probably annoying because everybody loves Instagram, but just recently I've developed a new love for Instagram, because I have been doing a lot of posts about fashion and like pairing different pieces together and pieces of clothing that I love, and like things that I have found at different thrift shops and just different shopping that I've done. I just like did a hiccup there, but I'm just obsessed with Instagram on a whole different level right now. So I just wanted to do a little bit of self-promo and say, make sure you're following me on Instagram if you like seeing different pieces styled together. And I literally post on Instagram, I think, every single day. So if you want to keep up with me when I don't have a video up, then you can see what's happening on Instagram. So little self-promo for you. Never hurt anybody, right? You know? I don't know. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of the social medias, and that's it. I'll stop annoying you now. Have a good day.